Let me start with this. Marketing has changed more in the last 5 years than it did in the 50 before it. And honestly, if your marketing still feels logical and comfortable, you're probably doing it wrong. Just over the last 5 years, AI went from science fiction to something millions of us use every week just to send emails. How people consume, and more importantly, who they trust, has completely changed. If you want to be relevant in 2026, you need to understand this shift. So in this video, we're doing a deep dive into what actually changed and how you can keep up without burning out. After the COVID pandemic, everything started to change at a rapid pace. The tech, the market, and especially how we interact with each other. But here's the issue. Most businesses haven't kept up. We used to live in a world where trends were defined by decades. You had the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, entire eras of culture that stayed put for 10 years at a time. Then they moved to an annual cycle, then monthly, and now we're lucky if a trend survives the week. Most businesses are still moving at a boardroom pace while the internet is moving at the speed of a thumb scroll. By the time they finally get the internal approval to jump on a trend, the rest of the world has already moved on. They end up shoveling their marketing budget into a graveyard of dead memes and awkward TikTok dances that nobody asked for. It's why so many teams are stuck in these siloed one-off campaigns. Strategy in one room, production in another. You're juggling 10 things while playing catch up. The fix isn't another quick campaign, it's a fundamental shift into systems. Customers didn't stop buying, they just changed how they decide. People are scrolling more than ever, they compare more, and they trust ads less while trusting people more. Social media content and reviews are among the most influential factors for purchase decisions, especially for Gen Z and millennials. People describe user-generated content as more authentic than brand-created content. They want brands to feel real, not perfect. In other words, useful, not just loud. They want to see proof from other people who look like them before they believe your claims. The key to winning in 2026 isn't glossy polish, it's building trust through being vulnerable and real. Attention didn't disappear, it moved. From TVs to phones, from brands to creators, from ads to content. Research has found that video is the most effective format across engagement, shares, and conversion. In fact, video is responsible for over 80% of all internet traffic. Short-form videos such as TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts are dominating digital attention right now, particularly among younger users who spend 50% more time on these formats than average users. Marketing today is less about shouting and more about showing up consistently with content that actually fits the feed instead of interrupting it. Despite all this, most businesses still spend the majority of their budget on one-off campaigns. Those one and done videos that get a week of attention and then die. But the data keeps saying the same thing. Cycle-based content systems outperform those one-off ad hoc campaigns by 25 to 40% in efficiency. Basically, building a repeatable loop of content works better than starting from scratch every month. Always on content means you stop trying to interrupt people twice a year with a big ad, and instead you show up consistently in their feed. Brands that do this and actually track how that content connects across different platforms see a 50 to 70% higher ROI than the ones just chasing vanity likes. So, winning in 2026 means shifting your marketing toward a consistent video presence, showing up every week, not just when you have a sale. Customer-led stories, letting your real results do the talking. And systems that compound, building assets that actually get more valuable over time. This is how you move from spending money as a cost center to building a growth engine. Marketing didn't break, the world just moved faster. Attention moved to creators, and trust moved to people. The brands that will win in 2026 are the ones that adapt to how people behave now, using systems and videos to keep up instead of hoping old campaigns will somehow start working again. Stop shoveling money into the graveyard and start building something that compounds.